Yo, I'm SickFishTix and thanks for clicking on my video. Let's see what the gaming gods have in store for us this week. First up, we have Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, which is free to keep either on Steam or GOG if you want to go that route. On Steam, you just throw this bad boy in your library, and on GOG, you gotta give them your email and allow them to spam your inbox with juicy promotions. Wolfenstein Enemy Territory is free-to-play, objective-based multiplayer World War II first-person shooter. It features up to 32 players. You get to choose either the Axis or Allies as you fight across 6 maps based on real-world battle locations. Play as one of 5 unique classes, either an engineer, a medic, soldier, field operations, or covert ops. This beauty is just about better than Battlefield 2042. If you want to try this game, see if you can find a vanilla server to join. Most of the servers are modded beyond recognition, and somehow these wankers managed to mod the game from great to shit. Next up, we have a funky Epic Store exclusive on our hands. It's been a while since I've looked at a game and thought that's some special graphics right there. But Saturnalia, I think it's called, did that for me. And how do you describe this game? It's a kaleidoscope labyrinth-based Sardinian folklore horror game. Jesus, let me catch my breath. The story involves a mysterious centuries-old ritual that occurs every year on the night of the winter solstice in the Italian village of Gravois. Each of the game's 4 playable characters must utilize their unique abilities and confront their very own personal revelations in order to expose the secrets haunting the town and ultimately escape their doom. 2 things that really stood out to me. 1, you're in a maze-like village with no markers or compass to guide your dumbass, and 2, hide or die, and these are the only 2 options as you can't fight any of the creatures that haunt you. Let's see, it should be out on October 27th. For the next free game, I'm actually sad that Total Biscuit isn't around to play this bad boy. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus is free on Epic's game store this week. Mechanicus is actually one of the very few great Warhammer games out there outside of the Vermintide series and the classic Dawn of War franchise. Despite being developed as an indie game, it does a great job at capturing the feel and atmosphere of the lore. If you like to go on dates with turn-based games, spend the night like a one-on-one kind of thing, then you'll be right at home here. Whether you have experience with the Warhammer lore before or not, it doesn't really matter. While we're at it, the Warhammer Vermintide Humble Bundle is also up for grabs. It contains the main game and a handful of DLCs, 20 or something I think. And it's up for grabs for €20 or $19, and that's a great deal. If you have been putting off trying the Warhammer Vermintide series, then now is the perfect time to strike. Next up, we have the Descendant, which is giving away beta keys to their open beta that's running until the 28th of October. The first Descendant is a third-person cooperative action RPG looter shooter in which you can play as a descendant who inherits some unknown powers and off they go. Now, I haven't played it myself, but from the streams I've watched, it seems to me that Destiny had hanky-panky time with Warframe and this bad boy came out. You can get access to the beta by watching streamers over on Twitch. You'll have to give them 15 minutes of your time, but after that you should be good. You just have to make sure that they have drops enabled and that you've linked your Steam account with your Twitch account. A quick heads up, Bethesda is running a Arcane Studio sales and the only thing that you should be looking at is the Dishonored series, especially Dishonored 2. But be warned, I tried to assassinate someone in-game, but the only thing that was murdered was my frame rate. Unless your PC is comparable in power to a nuclear submarine, expect combat to be something like a PowerPoint presentation. And that's really a shame because it's a great game that for sure sits comfortably in my top 10 video games. I should do a Sick Fish top 10 games video that could be fun. Before you send your hard-earned money this way, try to download the demo and see how it runs on your PC. If you can run it alright, then you should definitely consider the full game. It's currently 80% off, making it €6 or $5, and sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam. Before we get to the last free game of the week, I want to highlight Bomber Crew. If you've seen the movie Memphis Belle, you'll know the atmosphere the developers are going for here and actually succeed in creating. I'm willing to bet you will slowly but surely start caring for your crew and actually be sad when your gunner becomes Swiss cheese thanks to some German hotshot fighter pilot. I name each of my crew members various family and friend names and then I purposefully kill them. It's cheaper and more effective than therapy, 10 out of 10, would recommend. You have a variety of missions like recon, search and rescue, and bombing runs. Allowing you to survive these missions are the various upgrades you can do to both your crew and your aircraft to improve survivability. If you lose a crew member though, remember you will lose that bad boy for good, so don't be too invested guys, you know what I'm saying? We've seen it free some time back and it might go free again in the near future I assume, but it's sitting in with a pretty decent 80% off, making it €4 or $3, and the therapy value I'm getting out of this bad boy, it's definitely worth it. Tower of Fantasy has hit Steam as a free-to-play. It's set hundreds of years in the future on a distant planet of Ida. The shared open-world RPG anime-infused sci-fi adventure will send your anime senses tingling. The game seems refreshed with new stories, challenges, maps, and the like. Personally, I'm not into these anime aesthetic games, and from what I hear, they can suck your wallet dry like there's no tomorrow. By the way, if you come across any good games, then you should definitely throw them in my comment section. I mean, the more people we have looking out for good games, the better it is for all of us, I guess. And that's all I had for you in this one. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, like why not? Have a nice week, and I'll see you Wednesday. Peace.